Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Gran Turismo 7 update 1.34. So as usual, we do have brand new engine swaps for update 1.34 and well, they're buyable now, so it's much easier to obtain these. You won't have to rely on RNG or anything like that. So we're going to get straight into them with the car you are seeing in the background. This is the 911 from 1995. This is the RS model, not the Club Sport model. There is kind of two different versions of this car, and as you can see, this is the only new swap in terms of brand new engine that you can swap for this update. This is the CTR 38 from the CTR 3, and as you can see, even on my modified car, it does take the performance points right up. So it will go from NA to turbo. It will also put the weight up. It will also put the horsepower almost double by the time it's done. So yes, that is the first engine swap and the only new engine of update 1.34, and that will go in the 911 Carrera RS, the 993 model from 1995. Next up, we have a returning engine, and it's one of the more popular of the bunch, and this one is going to go in the 911 GT3 RS from 2016, so it's the road going version of the 911, and this one can now receive the RSR engine. As you can see, the engine code for this one is M9780-911, with the original engine in this 911 GT3 RS being the MA1.76-911. So it will take it from essentially 3996cc up to 4000 on. It does actually reduce the power. This is a fully upgraded GT3 RS, so if you've got a standard one, it will increase it. But a good thing about this engine is the fact that it is a race engine, so it will massively improve the fuel consumption for the 911 GT3 RS. So overall, this is a very good swap to have. So, funnily enough, from the cheapest engine swap of the bunch to, well, two of the most expensive, this is the same engine that can now go in two cars, and the first car you are seeing here is the 1990 Mazda RX7 GTX model, I believe it is, and this can now receive the most infamous engine swap in GT7, that being the R26B from the Mazda 787B, and one of the more pricey engine swaps at 1.2 million. As you can see, it will take it from a two rotor to a quad rotor. It will take this one from a turbocharged car to an NA. It will add weight, but it will put the horsepower through the roof. Again, a very good swap to have. I can probably see this one being a bit of a handful. I know in the more modern RX7 that I do have the 787B swap in, it is an absolute monster. So it's probably the exact same here with the FC model. However, that is not the only engine swap for the 787B. It can go in another car now, so it's probably one of the, I guess, most versatile swaps out there. Yeah, it does go in the Mazda 3 Burgundy edition, one car that we got a few updates back, I think, alongside the van that we got. So this will probably be actually quite usable. Again, it takes it from a 2 litre, swaps in a rotary engine, a quad rotor. It will go from turbo to NA. It will put the horsepower through the roof. However, a good thing about this one is the fact this car is 4-wheel drive, so I could see this being a very, very good swap, probably better than the RX7, mainly for that 4-wheel drive system. I'll be very kind of surprised if it turns out to be a bad swap in the end. The Mazda 3 for me was one of the most useless cars in the game, but I could certainly see it being massively improved. Along with its 4-wheel drive and a 787B engine, you can't really go wrong. So 1.2 million for both of those swaps. That seems to be the set price for a 787B swap currently in GT7. A lot more expensive, and those two are the most expensive of the new engine swaps. And then finally, we have another bit of a pricey one. This is featuring the Mitusubishi GTO, and you can probably guess what's going in here if you've got the Evo 10 swap. Yes, it is the Suzuki Escudo Pikes Peak engine. So as you can see, if you go over now, you can have the H25A Escudo engine for 950,000 credits. As you can see, it will put the displacement down from 3.1 litre to 2.5. This is again a 4-wheel drive car, so I can see it being rather quite handy. However, I have heard that this engine overall is laggy. I know in the original Escudo Pikes Peak, it's rather quite a laggy engine, so it will probably be the same here. As you can can see the horsepower goes up to 981 brake horsepower. It does reduce weight, it does put the torque up, and it does increase the power to weight ratio. So overall, not a bad swap if you can deal with probably a lot of turbo lag with this one. And there we have it. Those are all of the new engine swaps and their prices for update 1.34. If there are any more, I would probably update them in the coming days, but that is usually the case, and we usually kind of get 4 to 5 per update. So I think that will probably be the bunch for 1.34. They're much easier to find, especially considering the fact that you can just go through your cars and see if it's eligible for a swap. I know the game sadly doesn't tell you what is and isn't eligible, but overall it is much easier to get them now. They are a little bit pricey. Like I said, I'd definitely probably go for the Mazda 3 instead of the RX7 for that swap. The Mitsubishi GTO again probably will suffer from a lot of turbo lag. The RSR engine in the 911 GT3 RS will definitely be a highlight and is the cheapest, so I could see that one being very good for, you know, let's say the possibility of the Le Mans grind. So there we have it. Those are the new engine swaps. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this content, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe, as I'll keep you up to date with everything Gran Turismo 7. That is me done for today, and I will see you later on. Take care guys, peace.